They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Quick slant to Brown. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
The kick.
And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Bengals nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Kickoff for Baltimore.
This taken in about 4 yards deep.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll run on 1st down. Bernard. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
Bernard, the ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Burrow will throw. On the screen, Bernard. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
He's brought down.
Earl Thomas in on the stop.
He may be playing free safety while wrapped up in a corner's body, but Earl Thomas is the best center fielder in the game. He cleans up everything back there as far as I'm concerned. I think he just has intelligence, understands things, and boy, is he tough.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Buying time to his left. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the 1st down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
Giovanni Bernard, nothing but green grass. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Giovanni Bernard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Randy Bullock to kick off for
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. And going deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Raven.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On 3rd down, Jackson trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Nick Boyle, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
That was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Bernard getting the handoff from Burrow. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Bernard, the ball carrier.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. DeAnthony Thomas will return it for Baltimore. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Thomas on the return. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
13. Bengals 7.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
That's 36. 36 to Mike. 3 bucks.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He's got it to Ingram. Complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards.
Complete.
And it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
At the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They go play action now. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Ravens, and he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
23-yard line.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And able to find Green. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
23 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. On second down, Burrow. Open man is Uzomah. And he'll be down at the 46. Well, they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
The Bengals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Bengals.
On first down, Bernard. He's got the first down inside the 10 and all the way down to the 5. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now a carry for Bernard. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but then it's going to be difficult for him to win that back.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to John Ross. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
A gain of 19.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs. Now Burrow on first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now they go screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. This time Jackson will throw it. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown as the first half is winding down as the Ravens push further out in front. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Ravens 28, Bengals 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Short kick. One of the up men will take it down. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And the third quarter will start with a touchback. As that one lands in the end zone. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
18 on the play.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage would be found.
Burrow looking to pass. Green brings it in. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
To A.J. Green.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Willie Snead, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far.
Tucker to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
1st and 10. at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Jackson on first down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. From the gun, it's Jackson. Quick slant to Brown. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down. 18 yards. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Now a man in his second season in purple and black, it's Mark Ingram.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 7 yards the pickup. First down, Baltimore.
37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
First down. Here's Burrow. Finding Green complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
To number 18,
A.J. Green, his fourth touchdown on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead now down to 20. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
14.
Last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, Jackson. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, Almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run, too. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 43 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down, Bengals.
Check, 48's the mic. Watch the pass, watch the pass.
Now Burrow. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that'll bring up second down.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Now it's Burrow. On the screen, Bernard. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. They wound up getting nothing out of that second down completion. So now here's 3rd and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. And that is incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
A second-round pick from Ohio State. Here's J.K. Dobbins.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Bengals 46.
Another run here with Dobbins.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and given the first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Mackenzie Alexander in on the tackle.
He was brought down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
They'll run here with Ingram. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Tucker now to add the point after. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
Ravens 48, Bengals 14. Justin Tucker
now to kick it away following the touchdown. To return it, Darius Phillips. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Phillips on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
13 yards.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. So they went 2 yards in the wrong direction on the last pass play, and now it's 3rd and 12. To the air again, Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Returnable for Thomas. 31 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Ravens 48.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking.
Coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.